I had Jack Harrison at 7,
Ah,
and then I swapped
you
him.
swapped him.
He was the one I swapped with Eskandarian.
Boo.
So transition, I have Jack Harrison at 6 for a lot of the
Nice.
same reasons that you said. I think the fee was obviously a big one, although I did asterisk the fee because I called it an intercompany transaction. So 4 million euros feels like a high number, but it's also your own company buying from within your own company. So
See, you
uh,
say that, but the more I think about this, MLS is in control. This isn't Man City to Man City Light or Red Bull Global to Red Bull New York. Like they have to pay MLS. So if Man City came in and was like, "Oh, I want to take Jack Harrison and I'm going to pay you, this bag of soccer balls," MLS will say no. You know, they have to pay it through there. So I think the fee is now. Can they probably get away with getting it a bit cheaper? Probably. Like, would another team come in and get Jack Harrison for 6 million? Maybe. But because of what City Football Group has done to give money to the league and pay them up, I'm sure they have a discounted rate or whatever. So
okay, that's pretty fair. Although there's been a lot of NYCFC players that have moved to other Man City clubs.
fair,
So
fair.
I feel like there is probably some bit of city, I don't want to say manipulation, but city bias, I guess.
Listen, you're not going to get me arguing you on that too much.
But yeah, I don't have too much more to add on Harrison. He's actually the only player in my top 10 list that has not gotten an award, I don't believe, which kind of makes sense because he was only here for 2 seasons. But yeah, he was very good winger. I remember him being one of the first kind of young guys I remember kind of blossoming in this league. His numbers were solid. They were a little bit lower than I thought they would be. I got him at 14 goals, 9 assists, in about 4,300 minutes, which is obviously not bad by any measure, but it was a little bit lower than I thought it would be. But yeah, Jack Harrison, I think for the fee, almost the fee alone, bumped him up pretty high for me at 6.
No disagreement. I think again the no cups for NYC, no personal awards, no the numbers weren't great. That's what brought him down a little bit. But I think it's important to note because I think you did make and I know it was a joke, but you made the comment about the Euro snop thing, right? It's not that we value the European like move better than any others, but in a time where we needed to put ourselves on the map, that move matters. Now we don't necessarily need it, but again, we're not hiding. At least I hope we're not. We're not hiding that Europe is where the better football is played. That's not a secret, and we don't pretend it to be. However, that doesn't mean that we don't have good players here too, and that's always an important thing to note for me.
Yeah, that's fair.
At
Who do you got at
six,
6?
I've got Marvell Wynn, and I will accept your praises now for not putting him at number one because he is a Metro Star number one pick, which is where he probably belongs. But Metro did trade up to get Marvell Wynn, parting ways with the number 5 pick and everybody's favorite MLS center back, Jason Hernandez. In 2006, that was when the pick was taken. And from there, we all know what the history tells us. He got Metro back to back to back MLS Cup Supporter Shield doubles, making everybody recognize the greatness that was Red Bull / Metro Star soccer supremacy. Or not. Win only made it one season with the Metro Stars before being shipped off to Toronto in for a second round pick and a partial allocation, not even a major allocation. He's here, and I will agree maybe a bit high because I did some shuffling and he might have snuck in a bit high, but he's on this list because of his success outside of Red Bull. So 10 more years in the league with TFC, Colorado, San Jose, 311 career MLS appearances, 2 goals, 10 assists, all while helping a team to a 2009 Canadian Championship and then a 2010 MLS Cup. Constantly regarded as one of the fastest players in the league and one of the fastest the league has ever seen. I believe that allowed him to find great success over his long and sustainable career as both a center back and an outside back. Again, I took in the majority of his career over what he did for the club, and I think that's what got him into where he is.
I'm not going to argue with where you put him.
Okay, good.